哦，现在越来越便宜了。没有那个，没有在懂。嗯，哦，买到空 box。怎样？我 on time start 啊，8:25。
thấy lệ là
Hello, hello,
thấy lệ
my friend on TikTok. Hello, nice to see you. Amanda here from Singapore.
evening.
On 另外一个 camera. Guys, I actually on TikTok. All my TikTok friends, they will come in and see. So what I'm going to share here is that I'm going to share my transformation. Welcome all of you, okay?
Bên đâu
Hi.
phải lệ là
Chi Chi. Hi. How to address you? Have you taken your dinner? Set 的嘞 I didn't know this is the first time I put live on TikTok. Actually can set one I didn't know. But when I set the time, I was too late already. It is already pushed me back to 9:50. The timer. I cannot start at 8:30 anymore. They got schedule one. You got to book one meeting. Yeah, 对。因为我放那个 screen 嘛 Zoom 我有2个 screen I got all these are my friends. They are my good friend, okay? we are from Singapore, all of you. So welcome all of you to listen to my transformation. Yeah, she always look nice one, the one on my right side. Hello, nice to see all of you, TikTok friend. Product. Productive. 等一下我把我整个 setup 排起来 show 给你们看。Hello. Tonight I'm going to speak in English. Oh, they are from all over the place. I don't know. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Amanda here from Singapore. Hmm. Oh, thank you, Philip. Philip, give me a like. Thank you, Philip. First time see you. You know, this is Amanda. They are all my friends over here. Yeah, I'm going to share my transformation tonight. I hope that the transformation enlighten us in moving a step forward for a better health. So I couldn't see you guys, TikTok friends, all the friends there. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Interesting, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I can do live because I got 1,000 I got 1,000 followers. So I will not look at my TikTok here, guys. I got to focus on the front because this is my screen. TikTok friends, if you guys got question to ask me, you can DM me, you know, or you can shout out loud. I try my very best to answer you, okay? You know, nowadays we are in the advanced technology, therefore we need to make use of the technology to actually communicate with each other. And different people have different skill in certain applications. Some of them they like IG, some of them they like Facebook, but we cannot use 5 gadget, you know, online to all of the 5 famous these application, you know, to share the information. I hope that, you know, the session you are going to have, we're going to record it and then make it as a sharing internally, as well as for people who actually wanted to know more about it. Got it? So my background, do you know, guys, what is my background over here? My background actually is from Istanbul. Okay, it is a perfect place. Okay, yeah, same for Jess as well. So it is a perfect place for all of us to visit. You know, one day if our we meet the achievement of our personal I should say the personal business in this scenario. Okay, so shall we start? Okay, keep on coming in. Okay, very good. I got a few viewers over here. Some of them left already. Doesn't matter. So, okay, shall I? Should I start now? Okay, that's great. Let me share my screen. I'm ready with this. Okay. Okay, let me go back to the front. Okay, very technical. Okay, by the way, let me one more time introduce myself. My name is Amanda here. I'm from Singapore. Okay, because we have TikTok friends over here. They are all from all over the place, the whole world. I don't know where are they. Sometimes they may be in Africa as well, you know. So we are Singaporean, all of us over here. And today is my pleasure to be able to share with all of you how beautiful is the transformation for myself. And it is a real transformation this round. And it is only through simple lifestyle. So how do I manage to get rid of the, you know, the yellow thingy over here with the pen over here? That is the fats from, you know, our body. Okay, let's go. Now, before I move on, I wanted to thank numbers of people over here that some of you, you may know them, some of you, you may not. May I know, is the session being recorded? Is there anyone help me to record? Okay. Yeah, I should see this button. So we used to it already, right? Okay, now tonight, right? Welcome all the questionnaire. After session by session. Okay, maybe I pause for a while for certain question. So before I move on, I would like to thank friends around me. They are numbers of them. Can't really finish all the naming over here, but from my heart, deep from my heart, I want to say thanks to all the friends that along the journey in my life. That because of you, therefore today have me. Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank Miss Jess my upline, a beautiful upline over here. She's always encouraged me that, Amanda, I think this area you got to improve a little bit. The other area looks like still need improvement. So I have a good upline. Don't be jealous. Then I can be a good upline for all of you as well. If you decided wanted to try about Bodykey. Okay, so another friends that I would like to thank is in the CEM family, which is who is Freddie. He's one of the the participant today in the Zoom meeting now. So I would like to thank him. The reason behind is that he always remind me. I told him, a very, very scary statement. I told him that I don't really look ugly. So, don't you think that it is not really necessary for me to really, really focus on myself because I don't feel I'm ugly? Wow, that kind of statement actually, hit his heart and his mind. And he's trying to remind me, Amanda, you're getting older and older and older and older. If you don't take care of it now, what will happen 5 years later? Oh, goodness. That somehow enlightened me in the journey before I start the Bodykey. Okay. Then there's one more girls that I would like to thank is that Miss Yvonne. She's one of my business partner over here. She's always very encouraged, always give me a lot of problem that I need to think how to solve it. So that somehow make my brain able to think along the way. And then her health, which make me admire. So when we stand onto the machine, which is InBody 770, that's amazing result from her body, She, the age, everybody got age, right? So from the machine, she is younger than me. Can you imagine? But actual fact, I'm supposed to be younger than her. Okay, next. Yeah, another gentleman that I would like to thank is that Adrian. He's so blue in a way. We are same blue people, So a lot of time that if I have questionnaire about health, what should I do? I approach him, he will actually give me a solid answer. And with him and the team, we managed to go through a wellness 45. Okay, along the way, I'll share with you, what do we think, what have we done about that? And together with this, right, one more gentleman that over here is that on the left side of the screen is that he's Edward. Okay, this handsome man over here stay very near to my place. And when I was, go for my daily jogging, right, one day I saw him. He screamed, "Oh, Amanda!" I said, "Huh? Who am I supposed to meet over here?" Edward. Then suddenly I realized he stays so near to me. So encouraged. Okay. So this young man has a lot of knowledge, and because of him, right, he pointed out something, a question that I actually asked him. Then I realized that I need to adjust something. Later I'm going to share with you. Okay. And we have some more. Okay, Miss Annie, I would like to thank her also, along my journey of this beautiful transformation. She's always the pillar behind me and support me. Her nutrition knowledge, is much more powerful than me. I should, learn a lot from her. So thank you very much, all of you, together with one of the program that we actually join CA platform is that CA actually is an association whereby we are all under this agency for this MWeb business. So in this, right, I have another friend. She's also my business partner over here. Her name called Hazel. And within 45 days, when we are trying to kickstart a body change in our life, within the 45 days, she's so encouraged, So along this journey, right, I would like to thank all in all CA platform, to Mr. Koo and Tracy, for them to set up this. They are the founder for CA Success Association. Without them, we are unable to be together. Without the platform, we are unable to learn from each other and to share our best of the best knowledge in every area in our life. So, and last but not least, I would like to thank my own family, my husband, my son, to support me every day. Along the way there are so many frustrations. Some they are the pillar behind me. Okay, so all the thanks over already. So yeah. Huh? Cannot see my presentation now. Oh, okay, guys, hold on for a while. I think I can do something. Oh, okay. So I stop share now. Guys, sorry, I stop share for a while. Screen 2. So duplicate. Extended leh. Oh, okay. Share. Oh, okay. Good. Look, now you guys can see. Oh, so sorry. 刚才 that moment, so beautiful moment over already. Oh, guys, TikTok friends, I learned something new over here. Okay, come, let's move on. So I actually wanted to thank all the people, those people that I mentioned just now. They are all from here lah. Okay, screen. Okay, so what actually happened to me? So along the journey, right? Please allow me to go back a little bit, about the history. So there's something very my life milestone happened in 2019 and 2020. What happened over there is that let's go back to 2019. So I was having bleeding, during the workplace when I go to toilets. Okay, and that is 2 times, okay, and separate into about 3 months time. So the second time was very severe. So that bleeding actually caused me to ponder, I supposed to do something, perhaps I need to go and see a specialist, etc. So, and I actually, that moment, right, it also the moment when my contract ends, my job ends, you know what is job ending? Job ending means no more income lah. You know what I mean? I was with this contract work for many years, and I really kind of like numb to contract already. It doesn't matter, no bonus also doesn't matter. I live according to whatever I have, So that period of time was so stressed in a way. I got bleeding and also my contract end. But then under no choice, I got to go and do a colonoscopy. Okay, it happened onto along the way while I need to look for a new job, So there are a few things come into the journey of my life, which actually quite severe and quite important to me. So during this colonoscopy, right, I actually, I was checked with doctor this and that. They were surprised with a 40-something-year-old woman got polyps inside the colon. Is quite, fewer percent having this issue lah, which means that it shouldn't happen to me. So, but then they say that they already cut it and then asked me to take care of my diet and prescribe me fiber, etc. So I take according to what they told me and I move on with life. So in life, right, I got to actually look for a new job. Now, guys, if you look at the Maslow hierarchy, right, the very bottom one, you got to sleep, you got a place to sleep, and then you got another partner that with you, that will make us more balanced, as a human, right? So that's very, very important for human, I should say. Why I put up this Maslow hierarchy, the reason behind is that I wanted to share with all of you, we must come back to the reality. The reality is that if I don't have food, you know, it will make me, you know, worry, right? That's very, very common thing, right? It will be very, very stressful. And moreover, right, I need a job, not for my own, but I got an old mom. And I got a sibling, you know, where the eyes is already in a tunnel vision. So do you think that the shoulder on my burden is heavy? Heavy, right? So, okay, I move on with a new job, and by grace, I actually got this job by tick, tick, tuk, tuk, tick, tick, tuk, tuk, like that, you know. And then coincidentally, they want my previous experience and today's experience combined is a job. But I didn't realize that I got to take something which is completely new to me. So I just accept the job and I move on with this job. So with this, right, at that moment, I'm thinking of, you know, when I move on with this job, I got to take exam, you know, to qualify myself to hold the job. If I don't pass my exam, you know, I will be asked to go. You know, officially, go by myself. I don't need to say ask, you know, self-tender. So in that scenario, right, I'm quite stressful since September until December. I'm very stressed, actually, because the topic that I'm going to train, you know, people is that those topics that I never learned before, what I got to self-learn, and my passing score, guys, you guess what is the passing score? Is, let's say the total marks, right, is 100, 50 is supposed to be passing score, right? I get 51, I should have no issue, right? No, the reason is no. They wanted me to get at least 80 to 85%, then consider pass. And I'm, wow, that I can't tell you how stressed am I, you know. So I was so stressed in the way, then my body, right, why I talk about this is because when people are in a very stressed mode, the body will conserve. The body will not go for, you know, reduce the fat. Indeed, right, the fats will be accumulated more. Okay, because the body will scare, wow, this guy, if don't eat, how, I better conserve more. Whenever she's not eating, at least I got spare for her life, you know. So in that, right, I actually prove it in a way. I show you the data over here. I went to Amway, which is our company, you know, the CD shop. I stand onto the machine, you know, with the coupon that I have because of the loyalty program, and surprise me, you know, my visceral fat is 170 something. Guys, can you imagine or not? The healthy person must be below 100 and I got 170 something. Can you imagine? And surprising me is that the person that's, you know, much more size, bigger size, double size of me, when she stood onto the machine, her visceral fat is lower than 100. Can you imagine or not? So if you look at outside, right, you may think that, oh, Amanda not very serious. But then when I stand onto the machine, it tell me what, you know, it tell me that my fats over my body is too much. And then all accumulated at my abdominal area. So this bring me to attention that it's time for me to reduce. But let me get my test passed first. So my test was scheduled in the way of, you know, Valentine's Day, 14th of February, right? My boss said it in that way. She said that, Amanda, why not you give yourself a Valentine a present, you go before Valentine. 13th of February, you go and take the test. If you pass lah, never pass, then you got to take one more time or you quit. So I go and took the test. And eventually, right, during the stress period, wow, really I wanted to long pia. I really can't share with you what is that feeling. So my job want me to pass 85%. Consider pass. And you guess how many tests I need to take? Not only one, I got to take 4, my goodness. One by one, everyone must pass with more than 90, you know, 85 to 90. That consider pass. So eventually, right, how am I look like? I look like that. Very round, I was so round in the way, without me actually realizing. But my aim is I must pass. You know, so in life, right, I want to say is that, you know, everybody are different now. Our life journey is different. Some of the stress that you go through, I may not able to understand as well, but I will be your good listener. Okay, so I can understand. I try my very best to understand your stress, but then what I wanted to say is that we need to move on. Okay, so I move on. Okay, so how do I move on? I'm an engineer, so things must come with data, right? So I go and take a blood test. So for many years, I didn't take my blood test at all. So I took a blood test before a program called Wellness 45. This is a trademark of CA. I cannot share much with you over the year. I can only tell you it's within 45 days, we manage our diet and we top up the gaps, right, of losing the carbs by adequate supplement. This is what I can tell you, okay? So over here is that I actually, before do the Wellness 45 with Adrian and Edward and some other people who I didn't know. So I took the initiative to go and take the blood test. I wanted to see inside my bloodstream, right, anything went wrong or not. If inside my bloodstream got something went wrong, then lagi jalat already, So congratulations, I'm actually okay to move on, even though I look so round just now, right? So I move on. So while I move on, right, I actually look back my own life. I'm now so, rounded from top to bottom. So how can I go back to slimmer effectively? So what happened over here is that, okay, I move on and, because people say, when a person look good, he or she will feel great. That's true, So I asked myself, how much do I want to look good? Initially, do you still remember I told Freddie, I said that I don't really look bad, look ugly, right? What for I, need to use cream LX, etc. That time we had the blooming sleeping mask. So, okay, once I decided already, I actually do a self check. Now, all of us, we know it that, to have a better health, we need E and A and R and N, right? In other words, we need to earn back our own life. So I wanted to check on myself, what is my real, the real me, since I was born until today. So round, that was the past. So I check it out. Oh, exercise. No. I never like exercise because I was not trained to exercise. I give a lot of excuses, but I tell myself, okay, never mind. I walk home. I walk 10 kilometers to go home, but it cannot last too long because very tired and very, very long the journey. Then how? Then if I say that I can manage my stress, somehow I still can manage my stress in books reading, in etc. activity lah. Then do I rest well? I should consider that I rest well because I got bed lah. I don't know whether do you think so or not. Maybe not, right? Shouldn't, huh? We are talking about quality sleep. I didn't really go and measure lah, but I thought that I sleep well lah. So, but actually, a true fact is that people who are having stress, right, it's very hard to sleep well. Okay, and nutrition, right? We got tons of knowledge, especially we are so blessed with CF family, right? People sharing nutrition knowledge, this and that. We somehow pick it up from day to day, night to night, that kind of thing. So I thought that these two areas I actually can somehow manage lah, but not the two above lah, quite a little bit hard lah. So what happened over here is that inside my mind, right, full of difficulty leh. Wow, I don't want to go and exercise 跳到半死那种哎呦，挤那个重挤到半死Then the next day pain until nobody's business, So I don't want to go through that scenario, especially, mommy in the world. If you are going through cesarean for your child, right, somehow our abdomen will be weakened. But I don't know how good is the surgeon and how good is the one who stitched lah. But for me, right, somehow I found that my abdomen area was quite weak in a way, my muscle. So I can't lift up my leg properly, It's kind of like I have elephant leg, but actually I'm not lah. So all kinds of difficulty inside my mind. I'm thinking of how to solve the beginning two. That E is so difficult, But then I won. I tell myself I won. Because I heard Mr. Fu Hao Kian says one of the program called 360 degree change. I thought, wow, that must be very, very awesome program. When I wanted to, attend the program, I don't want to look ugly. So that's my intention, inside my mind. So I said that this time, I must change, I want to have a real transformation like other people. If other people can do it, I also wanted to do it. Then you may ask me, Minda, I thought you tried a few times already, ma. Some of you are with me before, right? I was so stressed. So when I stress, right, I can't do it well. My body also will not do well. So this round, I take the opportunity of the new job by the grace. I somehow have certain gap, and thank God for the COVID-19, whereby we can stay home, work from home. And I got that spare moment whereby I can actually relax with a park that near to my house. Okay, so I'll show you more. Sorry, guys, you don't worry. I don't have a lot of slides, not too many. So I asked myself, how? What is the proper way that I should do? Okay, so we are so blessed in a way. Every day, tell you guys, we are so blessed in a way. For those people that you are in this life, right? If you don't, such a waste. So every day, every week, every month, we got things to learn because we are from CA family. So when I learn all this knowledge, right? For example, do you know that the fats itself, the size of the fats, right? It actually looks 3 times larger than the muscle. If we talk about 1 kg of fats together with 1 kg of muscle, 1 kg of fats, the volume, is 3 times larger than that. So can you imagine just now how much fats I have? You know what I mean? So I asked myself, now then how to improve? I got so much of fats. And then knowing that fats is very hard to actually reduce, especially people like me, more than about 50 years old. So what happened over there is that, we learn a lot. I learned a lot, but where, what action to take, where to take, how to take, that's come into my mind. Then I also know that, whatever we are doing, it will actually make a difference. Be it, a big difference or a mini difference. So that's what I believe. So I believe efforts. Whatever effort I put in, it will give me result. It's either a large result or a small result. Okay. So with that mindset, I actually move on. So I move on with what? Traditional way lah. Human like us, Chinese, we must eat three meal a day. Then that considered normal. I was trained in the way since young. I also eat 3 meal. So I continue 3 meal, but I reduce a little bit of the rice. And guess what? I stand onto that machine again. Engineer need data, right? So guys, do you notice that actually along the way, even though I'm actually trying to improve my health, I use machine. Because machine can never lie. Human like you and me, right? Like especially good friend like you guys, you all will not say that, man, you too fat already lah. That kind of words never come out from your mouth lah. You all only say that encourage the kind of words but sometimes people need hammer hammer one time then know how to do it. So I stand onto the machine and I realize guys, you look at the data I show you over here that I circle up with yellow box over here. Actually, right, my weight, right, supposed to be 42 to 57. The red line is the margin, the 57 I'm aiming for. So within, right, September 19, which is I get my new job. That time I'm bleeding, remember? So I get my new job until, right, the reason, which is this year, March, 3rd of March, I do the Wellness 45 program. So what happened over here is that I use the traditional 3 meal by reducing the rice. But I noticed that my weight doesn't go really change a lot. Indeed, right, I'm in a yo-yo situation. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Very frustrated, right? So give up or not give up? Cannot give up, right? Upline say what? Cannot give up one. Okay, so move on. So move on how? I do the first Wellness 45. Seriously. That was on 3rd of March with Edward, Adrian, as well as other people. I can't remember who are they already. So what happened over there is that when I move on with that, right, you guess if this is one set This is this fats over here, the yellow fats you see over here is representing 2 kg. You know, 2 chicken, 2 kg. This is the size of the fats and the muscle. This is one set. One set. I consider one set. Okay. So do you think wellness 45, can help me to reduce one set of fats? I was very, very, yo-yo, and then I used to eat 3 meals. Now I suddenly change. In 45 days, how much do you think? How many set of these fats will I get to reduce? You guess? 2 set. Anyone else? Don't know. I review the result to show you. Actually, no. The beginning 45 days, I only managed to kick the fats away 1 kg. But I'm very happy already. Half 45 days. You know why? Because I'm not ready in my body. Listen carefully. I was very stressed, right? And then I was in yo-yo, right? And then I didn't do much exercise, right? So my fats doesn't go down so easily. That's the real thing behind. My body need time. So I don't know. Some of you are all the way so gurus, so thin, you never have this kind of fat, So it is very hard for you to imagine, I believe. But welcome all the fats people. So what happened over here is that I also wanted to thank them. 1 kg better than don't have, right? So with that, right, I continue for another round of this Bodykey, CA Bodykey Fun and Fit. With that, right, I actually reduced 1 kg of fats as well because my body is not really ready, So in that situation, right, after the 5th of November, right, our CA Bodykey Fun and Fit, should I continue? There are people say what, Amanda, join you 45 days, very easy lah. I know we'll sure got result. But after 45 days, how? Continue lah. Don't continue, then go back yo-yo lor. So how and what is the key behind to continue? Now, the next moment is that, how actually I reduce 2 of these 4 kg is that I continue for another 52 days. And that's the beautiful thing come in. Guys, you look at this, to the left and the right, even though not to the scale, right, 45 plus 45, 90, right? The subsequent 90 days, which is the recent one, I managed, right, to reduce 3 kg leh. Can you imagine or not? In other words, right, human body, right, they will listen to you one, but must consistently do it. Just like people tell us what, ayo, you eat supplement, one day eat, another day don't eat, then better don't eat all lah. Must consistent. Okay? Okay, so I continue, never give up, even though 1 kg. 1 kg consider very good already. I imagine 1 chicken, 1 kg, So in that scenario, right, I actually come out a manageable lifestyle for myself. I don't know how about you. Individual have, different people have different likes and different ability and different like and dislike, I should say. Some like to cycle, some like to swim, but I cannot swim. Okay, cycle my bicycle, very old one. I cycle very happy, but I scared punctured. So I walk lah. I do my manageable walk. So during this 45 days, right, people talk about, just now as I told you, right, wow, I 45 days already, later I yo-yo, come back, fat, thin, like that, I don't want, but I prove it myself. I show you result. Okay? So, okay, before I show you result, right, I want to thank this guy, in October 4th, right, I approached him. I asked him, hey, Edwin, you look at my result, the Bodykey watch, right? We have a watch and then we have the app inside. Hey, how come my this thing, the reading like this, like that, what does it mean? And he pointed out to me. He said, Amanda, whatever I'm doing, the walk, the walk home 10 kilometer and sometime walk, sometime not walking, not enough to burn the burn, the calorie that I intake. That's another milestone. Make me, my eyes become bigger. So thanks to this friend. So whatever calorie that I put in, if larger than whatever I supposed to eat, it will store up. Very simple one. The very good store is at where? Abdomen. Why abdomen? Our intestine has a lot of capillary whereby all the nutrients are exchanged in that area. So the best way to store is abdomen. No need to think of other way. If it is other way, then our body is very stupid already. Okay? So can I say is that if our body work in that way, in other words, right, when people have fatty liver or fatty heart at the heart there, it is because the obesity is too long already. They experience and ignore this issue. So if not, it will be abdomen. So look at the abdomen, we will know how much calorie we input. So that's me lah. So what I do, along the way, I go and jogging, jog. So while I'm jogging, right, I actually try to a lot of flower, my favorites. This is very hard to find one at the center. Once maybe 1 week, then got one. The whole forest, the whole park, right, only got 1 or 2. And I start to actually ask my son to do his own body check as well, because my son also put on weight, and I don't want him to actually experience bad health when he was young. So we start to manage our health properly. And this is me, whereby I go and jog. I don't run like people crazy one, run for life, like 跑到半死那种I'm not lah. I slow jog, okay, while enjoy the park. So in that way, right, I actually solve 2 issues. I enjoy the exercise and I release my stress. So thanks to Singapore government making so many park for all of us. So let's use it. Okay, so that's me. See, flower, so many flowers. And the beautiful thing is that, wherever you are in the Singapore, everywhere you go, sure got park one. It's either large one or small one. Okay, so let's move on. See my result. Yeah. So the red line, right, is my goal, my first goal, 57.8. I'm very near to it already. I'm now about 60. Still got 2 kg gap. So 3 kg gap. 57. Sorry, mathematics. About 2 point something, 3. Consider 3 kg. So I noticed that, right, something amazing. When you look at weight, right, is all people concerned one what's your weight? Never have people ask how much fat do you have? Correct or not? So you know why? Because the common machine can't measure that. Okay, so I'm now no more yo-yo already. You look at my result continuously dropping, especially at the end over here. So let's move on. What do I eat? You may ask, Linda, you like that talk so much walk jog only what do you eat I eat same old thing traditional Chinese people Okay, by the way I'm not very old but I like to eat porridge So porridge make my stomach right. I feel warm and I drink porridge. I feel so good about it Kind of like I cannot live without rice So if some of you right, you can live without rice, But then actually according to scientists, right, we cannot don't eat carb because our brain need carb, and it is for our brain health as well. Minimize the carbohydrate, which is come from rice, largely. So I minimize it via the porridge that I'm eating, and I try to eat not too much, overeating. So after exercise, sometimes I will eat porridge, depends on, my body urge, craving, So if I don't feel eating porridge, will I eat rice? Answer yes, sometimes. So how do I manage it? I manage it is that I use protein Bodykey as my beverage, as you guys can see on the screen over here. I actually use it for my breakfast beverage, and before go to exercise I will drink half a packet mixed with whey protein. Okay, then after exercise I'll drink another half. Okay, because I feel full. So if I prefer to eat certain fruits and veggie, I will try to mix the color. And see the picture, you all can see or not? I don't know, I'm not very sure. When I was 65 kg, right? You know, that's the way I look lah. I don't know whether can you see or not. Can see different or not? You see my tummy, my tummy like smaller, the butt also like smaller. So okay, so that's the side view lah. Review a little bit 你看, so this is so round on the left side, and then it becomes smaller lah. I don't say that I'm become flattened but become smaller. And those old clothing I can start to wear again. I'm so happy no need to donate away. Sometimes wanted to donate away, people also don't want, you see. Wow, troublesome, right? Throw away also feel sayang. Okay, let's move on. So that's me, the front view. You all can see. Today I try to wear this to go to jog. And finally, you know, my shirt can let it go down. If not stuck somewhere at the center, you know, like that. So 很大 So I use 97 days with a simple lifestyle via the jogging. Why I say jogging is tailor-made? Because I don't run for life. I don't go and 穷到半死. I just jog according to my heart and my muscles need. I need to build up muscle. Remember, I don't exercise. I don't have that habit to exercise, you know. So I do a manageable kind of exercise for myself. So I start with 10,000 step of walk, and in the park somehow it released my stress. In other words, I 12鸟 lah. I kill 2 birds at one go. So this is the result I have over here. Indeed, right? You may be, you know, thinking of, you know, Amanda, you like that, your muscle drop, right? No, like, you look at the graph, you know, I actually collected my own result along the way. You know, I plot it out, and my muscle, right, is staying at above 33. I got to build more lah, because perfect is 48 but I don't know when will I build more slowly lah. I noticed that I actually moving up a little bit, you know, when I'm on the right track. This is so amazing when people say that, wow, your fats must go down, then your muscle must go up. 天哪, that one is like, 哎呦,天上有地下无that kind of thing cannot happen to me leh. You know, I was with that situation before, but I prove it, you know, with my own lifestyle change, and I'm 50 years old. If I can make it, you can make it too. You see my fats, right, going down, right, on the left, right, your right side over here. Okay, good. So, eventually I kick away 2 of these. Wow, so proud of myself. I will never come back, okay, if I consistent with my own lifestyle. So then how about the abdomen, you know, area, the 170 something, right? Remember I hit so high? Wow, my goodness. If I hit so high, right, actually at any point of time, right, I may get heart attack, you know, heart issue or diabetic issue, you know. So can you imagine that time I need to take the test, need to pass the test, and then know the true picture behind, I score 170 something for my visceral fat. Wow, that's adding more stress to me. But I know that there are a way to solve it, okay? So along the way, I actually, you know, on top of the yo-yo period, right? So after the yo-yo period, I start to make my VF, which is visceral fat, moving downwards until today. And consistently every week, it moved downwards. Okay, so what do? On top of eating as usual, my Bodykey as my beverage for my morning breakfast. So what do I do extra over here is that I use the green trim, you know, one of the supplement, to actually trim away my heart accumulated fats at my abdomen and all over my body. And on top of that, I add in the protein and double eggs to increase my basal metabolism rate. Then I also took this lecithin E to block, you know, further fats go into my bloodstream. Okay, so all these are knowledge. We pick up knowledge so we know lah. Then as well as CH balance to clear away those fats that inside my body, inside my bloodstream. Even though my bloodstream is okay, my triglyceride is also okay, my cholesterol is also okay, but I don't want to accumulate more. Therefore, I took adequate amount of CH balance as well as the fiber. Okay, and to make it balanced, Bodykey as a beverage for my morning breakfast as well as sometimes at night, my dinner. So, you know, all these I think are all the knowledge, you know, the burn solution. Why so important? Because inside the green trim, right, it has the EGCG from the green tea, whereby it is not a fermented one. It is extracted to help us to support, you know, our energy expenditure so that it can actually target the belly fats. Therefore, you know, my belly fats, right, reduce a lot, and it reflect on the visceral fats data from 17 something now become 12 something. I'm still out of spec. Wanted to aim to below 100. So this is the EGCG, how it actually managed to help me to decrease my total body weight loss, total about 6 kg, as well as, you know, maintain a better, you know, healthier waistline for ladies like me, 86 cm, still the largest, the margin one, still need to reduce. Then what is the technology? This is the most beautiful one. Talk about CG, right? Actually our intestine is oily, right? But then notice that this EGCG, which is from the green tea, it is unable to absorb by our body naturally because it's water soluble. So how? Technology must come in lah. Come on. So Nutrilite, right? The best of science, the best of nature for best of earth. Okay. So with this phytosome technology, right, it actually combine together, you know, with the EGCG so that it can actually, you know, be lipid friendly, and our intestine will love it. So that when EGCG enter our intestine, it will actually, you know, accept or go into our bloodstream. That's how it works. And together with that, right, they actually using the brown seaweed and the food, how to read that word? I don't know how to read that. Okay, so notice that the brown seaweed, right, it actually increase the metabolism. So with that, right, it worked perfect for us. Now, this is the facts behind, whereby I wouldn't talk more. Fucoxanthin reduce the fat accumulation in the fat cell. So it can actually reduce the fat lah, okay? Enhance the fat oxidation enzyme function, okay? Protect us. So this is a proof of the data whereby people took EGCG. The newer version are yet to try, coming, you know, wanted to order and then try the newer version. And indeed, the newer version can actually reduce the blood pressure. So scientists is good all the time. So to burn, to block, to make our daily diet more balanced, and then to build our necessary muscle is needed. Else, you know, skeleton cannot work properly. So older age, then muscle may lose as well. So this is the 4B for newer version, the slimming tree to replace the green tree. So machine, very important, this machine. So how good is this machine? I actually go and waste so many time, appreciate this machine. You know why? I go and Google around how to read the data, etc. How to read this data properly, and realize that this machine is hospital grade. Okay. Can your company provide you a hospital grade kind of machine for you to go and weigh? Very hard, right? This is investment. Now see, Amway invest on all the ABO, APC. So when I stand onto this machine, I feel so proud because this machine give me direction, where to target, what to aim, what went wrong, and what is the improvement of the machine. So this is InBody 770. Only this machine and the 570 enable us to measure. And one more important thing over here is that there's one more factor, right, for ECW. Factor is to measure our body, right, whether got any inflammation or not. Amazing, right? So go and read about the machine. I don't talk more about this machine. This is my data. So proud of it. Okay, see this one, you know, on the left side, higher up, right, highlight by yellow color. The consultant also kena scared, your this size score 170. Just now the higher two size of you never score so high one, you know. What do you eat? She asked me. I was stunned and look at her at that moment. I say, okay, I know what to do already. I will reduce. I'm coming back. Okay. So when I come back seriously with that, right, actually my visceral fats, right, drop according to low calorie of diets, you know, balanced meal for beverage, adequate exercise, manageable exercise together with stress release. So with that 3 area, do it properly, I now sleep even much more better. So that's all for my sharing. Any question? Hello, any question? Yes. Yeah, awesome Amway hor. Mm. So okay, come back to this. Detail is I do calculate roughly lah. Now I already master in calculation calorie already. Okay, so I do calculate the whole day of intake of the calorie for my daily meal, and I plot it in right into the apps of the handphone that we have, right, the body key apps. So I actually manage in that way. And if I notice that I took a little bit more calorie that day, I'm actually not so worried anymore, because I now knowing that my body already are on track to reduce fats, and it listen to my daily exercise and prove it with data. You know, every week I continuously with this lifestyle and the intake of my meal, which low calorie. The key point is low calorie. I managed to reduce about 300 gram every week, and I build my muscle, you know, about 0.2, about 200 gram that kind of thing. So when I take porridge, right, my muscle will build, because I cannot live without porridge But some of you, if you can, right, I will encourage you to continue with your own life. Food intake because different people different You got what I mean? And whatever we are doing, right? Example, a very easy one. You have your own schedule, right? And then, you know, we are different surname, right? You know, then we are different gene, right? And then we are different activity, right? And then we are different stress level, right? And then something that you like, maybe I don't like. So I should say that this uh, um, fats reduction or transformation, right, should be very, very individual. It is really tailor-made. When this person put heart and then try to analyze it properly, everybody can make it one. But then we ourselves got to come out a method which is suitable for individual. Until today, I didn't run like people run marathon, that kind of thing one. I didn't. I walk. Then I slow run for a while. If I think that my muscle can take it, then I'll run normal. So my 10,000 come in that way lah. Oh, okay. Actually, frankly speaking, I don't have any food that I love it a lot, you know. I still eat as per normal, you know. Sometimes I still eat Swiss roll, you know. Swiss roll people thought cannot. Yeah, there are people say that 我吃了很内疚I eat then I feel guilty. That's very sad, right, in life. So we shouldn't be like that, right? We should find a way out to manage the way that can help our body to reduce the fats, and then until we up to we are falling into the ideals weight already, and then bloodstream no problem, fats no more problem, muscle adequate already amount, then you know we can live as it is. But manage the calorie intake is the key over here. It's frankly speaking, I cannot do Tabata I see you all do wow, very stressed Sometimes I very funny lor. I feel like, you know, the squat look very ugly, very hard to do leh. Buttock lah. Yeah, I'm coming back to that lah. With mm, ah, true lor. Mm, mm, I mm, mm, true. So I stop sharing now lah. I stop sharing the screen. Actually, I'm so happy about my transformation. I actually prove it in a way my own body, you know, I can reduce fats continuously and then my muscle going up, you know. So that's so amazing. If not, you look at the graph, you also want to go and long pia. You know, people say that 50-year-old fats very hard to reduce. Yeah. Increase a little bit. Mm. Mm. Ah. Yeah. True. So hopefully my sharing, you know, help in a way. I will come back to Tabata, don't worry. Sometimes, you know, when we can't do certain thing, it's kind of like very how to say very discouraged lah. You know, you don't have that kind of motivation to move on. So my method is that I do whatever I can more manageable lah. And for me lah, but for certain people no. Oh, oh, so, 是 And the good news is one, you know, when I share into the media, people start to feel amazed, and they kind of ask me, huh? So now yeah, I don't know how to off it. And now